My next group, the next act I want to talk about, and I'm so excited to talk about this one. Boy Next Door. Boy Next Door is a 6-member boy group. They debuted in May of this year under Cause Entertainment. That's a subsidiary of Hybe, and it's run and owned by Zico. So if you're familiar with Korean hip hop, Zico is like a very, very popular rapper, singer person who kind of like a J Park, with his own label, and he's done very well. So they're on his label, which Hybe owns. I talked about them a lot when I was talking about the award shows a couple weeks ago with Mama and Melon. And what I was kind of blown away by was that how good they were compared to their level of popularity with this year's debut boy groups. Obviously, I love Zero Base One. I love Rise. But this is a Hybe group that to me, I'm not sure why they didn't make more noise. I think they're super, super talented. They really impressed me with their award season performances. Their microphones were on. They're really handsome and charismatic. And I like their songs. Let's talk about the music. First of all, we have to talk about One and Only. That song is so infectious and catchy. I kept being like, I've heard this before, or like, I know this song. And I don't think I do. I know the song because, like, it was played a lot of places in the background of stuff this year. Maybe I saw it a lot on TikTok, but I knew the song immediately when I saw them perform it. And I like it. It's really catchy and infectious. And the choreography to that one is so cute. It's really fun. They have wonderful choreography, really fresh, fun, new, rhythmic. I love their choreography for every song. But Sometimes was released 3 months ago. So, so good. Like, I'm not sure why more people weren't talking about it because the song, music video, the feeling, it's so fresh and cool. They're bringing a really youthful energy, but it's a specific youthful energy. It's not like um super wholesome goody two shoes schoolboy, but it's also not like too grown for their ages. There's something here that feels very relatable, likable. And in that way, it kind of reminds me of the vibe that New Jeans brought for girl groups when they debuted. And then obviously their next project, there's something about New Jeans that feels genuine. It feels like high school kids. It feels like, high school girls or girls in their early teens, 20s. It feels young, the way that they look, the way that they were styled. I thought they came off relatable. And there's something with Boy Next Door for me that feels the same way. Um, it just feels very genuine, very genuine. In a lot of their music, definitely like, but sometimes there's a little bit of like a 2000s pop kind of emo punk sound. And that's current and it works for them. And they don't overdo it. And you all know, I'm not really a fan of like emo and pop punk. I don't like the whiny. It was never my vibe. I'm more of an R&B girl, hip hop girl. But it can really work when the song's done well. And the elements that they put in work very well. I love the music video for But Sometimes. Serenade is also worth listening to. And that reminds me, like, this group has great bridges, really great bridges, and another group that's using harmonies to their advantage. So I like what they do vocally, and I love the sound that they're able to create. All of their music videos feel age appropriate, young, fun. For example, in But I Like You, it starts off with a member in his bedroom, like eating chips or a snack, telling his friends about a girl problem. And you watch all the guys kind of venting to each other about a girl problem. What's more relatable than that? It's just like such a relatable teenage thing. I mean, not even teenage. I'm a little bit older than teenage. And yeah, when I'm with my friends, we're constantly bitching about boy and girl problems, like getting your friends' input and advice and venting. It's just very relatable. But I thought the setting of that music video in school and kind of in different areas, it just feels real and age appropriate, not too far on either spectrum that a lot of people wouldn't be able to relate. And even someone like me who's not in high school having boy problems right now, I can still look at it and it's nostalgic for when I was that age. I remember those times in my teenage bedroom with my girlfriends. And, it just feels very authentic. So they're able to strike that nerve really well. I also have to say, I love their leader. Their leader is named Jaehyun. Okay. The Asia Artist Awards were fantastic this year. There were a lot of great performances, and the energy was so much fun. Finally, idols are dancing and enjoying award shows again, not just sitting there like during everything. They're up, they're dancing, and I've got to give a shout out to Stray Kids. I think they're setting the tone for the younger generation. They stand up and they go wild for every act on the stage. Like even BM from Card said when they were performing, he was shocked that Stray Kids were standing up and giving them so much love the whole song. And he couldn't wait to reciprocate. That's what it is, and that's what it is in life. Like, show the love that you want in your life. You want people to like you, be nice to them, be nice to people, put out love, put out positivity. And I think Stray Kids have done that. And they've also shown these younger idols, you can stand up at an awards show and dance and laugh and be goofy and have fun with each other. Everything doesn't have to be like so serious and so buttoned up. So I love that Stray Kids kind of have done that. And even when their peers or other idols would just sit there, Stray Kids would have still always been standing up and having the time of their lives. And it's a positive change in K-pop. And the pendulum always swings. We're going back to the first and second gen at award shows when they danced with each other, when they hung out, when they had fun. I loved the AAA Music Awards watching that happen. And Boy Next Door were having the time of their lives, but there's a clip online. It's pretty easy to find of Jaehyun from Boy Next Door dancing. This kid, it's so cute. He is having the time of his life. He, of course, knows the choreography to every group's dance, and he is doing it full out and just laughing. It's like pure joy. It's pure sunshine. And then, so I was like, I love this kid. Look at him. He's having the time of his life. This is great. So then I start really getting into Boy Next Door because I knew I wanted to talk about them on this week's episode. And I see the one who was dancing and just totally not having a care in the world and enjoying the moment. He also looks a little like Jungkook, you guys. More than a little. I'm going to be honest. At certain angles, I was like, what? So if you're Jungkook biased, if you were really into his visuals, Jaehyun from Boy Next Door, that's your new bias. You will thank me later. I was shocked. This kid, what? But the rest of them, very good looking. They've got a really nice mix in this group. And I think personality wise, it works very well. So you've got to check out Boy Next Door. They're amazing. They're really, really good. I love their songs. I love their presence. I love their confidence and their vibe. I mean, these groups, amazing. And we needed it. We're losing a generation of amazing boy groups to the military right now. BTS, Monsta X, NCT 127, a lot are going to be gone. We needed these boy groups that debuted this year to be very, very strong. And the K-pop gods have answered our prayers. This was another one that debuted in 2023. I love Boy Next Door. I cannot get enough of them. So check them out. And obviously, Jaehyun is my bias. He's also a Sagittarius and also an ENFP. So like, if I had a little brother, this is it. Yes. But the whole group is great.